Sibongile, Katongo,
And my name is Mulenga, Kabwe.
So we are here to orient you or to just basically explain about the School of Agronomy and Veterinary Medicine. So I'm going to let Mulenga talk about the first year.
Okay, so the first year of the School of Agronomy and Veterinary Medicine, EAV, is APESA, which is one of the most important years of the school because it is a concours. So a concours is literally a competition. You and approximately 400 other students will be competing for a position in the second year and the rest of the years at this school. So APESA, which is the first year, runs for 8 months. It's divided into 2 semesters, but there's no break in between the 2 semesters. You have 9 subjects and you write exams at the end of every semester for only 7 days. I mean, all your 9 subjects, you write them in 7 days. It runs really fast. It is very stressful, but again, it is also manageable. And one of the biggest issues that we students from Zambia have in this particular school or this particular year is because we don't have the adequate our grade 12 or Zambian syllabus does not suffice for the type of maths and mechanics that we find here in our first year, but we would advise you guys to actually pay a lot of attention to the summer classes that Zasam is now providing, which is actually really helpful to put you guys at least on the same level compared to the other Moroccan students and to students from other countries that you find. Exactly. So at the end of the 8 months, you write your final exams for 7 days, as I said before, and if you make it in the school, you will later go on for a really exciting stage.
Oh yeah, just to add on, so it's the results from the first semester plus the second semester, then they get the more in.
Exactly. So you go for a really exciting stage which runs for 7 to 8 days.
7 days.
7 days, and then after that you will have the opportunity to choose your courses now, like you start specializing. Sibo will go into details just now.
Before your stage, you get to choose. You write 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on what you want, your selection. And the school will choose in the end according to merit and what people want. So it depends, it actually depends. If the school wants, let's say, 60 students for veterinary medicine, that means the first 60 people who've chosen it are the ones that they'll choose. The rest will be given other courses. So there are 4 options in your second year, which is veterinary medicine, topography, agronomy, and ERR, which is industrial agroalimentary, which is what we are doing right now. And for veto, topo, and ERR, you don't specialize further. From your second year till your last year, you'll be engineers in those 3 things. But for agronomy, as the years keep going, you keep specializing till your 4th year. So I will just try to break it down for you, and I hope you understand. Because it's kind of complicated. So that's your second year when you're given those 4 things. So for the 3rd year in agronomy, you have 4 options again, which is horticulture, haliotics, general agronomy, and GR. And GR is more like civil engineering. It's more like civil engineering. Haliotics is fish farming. Horticulture is like vegetables and fruits, and which is in Agadi. Then again, there's the option of agronomy. So in your 4th year, that will be the year before your last year, you will choose for the last time, and this time you have 5 options, which is production, animal production, vegetable production, ecology, economy, and genetics, and that will be your specialization. And just to be clear, veterinary medicine is the only medicinal course, while the rest are just engineering, either in agronomy, topography, or industrial agroalimentary. Which in English is called agro-industrial engineering. So I'll let Momo talk about the advantages and disadvantages of this school.
So we are going to start by the advantages.
Advantages.
So the first advantage is that you get to have free logement. That's like you are entitled to a room, and you just pay a minimum of 40 dirhams, I believe, per month for your room,
and there are only 2 per room,
which is very comfortable. And you are entitled to 3 meals a day, three course meals every day. That's breakfast, lunch, and supper, and they are really, really, really good. They are standard.
Yeah, you can even go for round 2.
That's the first. And the school is very well known. All over Morocco and also all over the world. You have opportunities to go to France, to go to Italy, to go to English-speaking countries like the United States. We have a lot of exchange profs and as well as exchange students.
Yeah.
So you are not, you're not just anybody coming.
Yeah, and by the way, at the end of it, you have a master's degree and you'll be a state engineer, meaning you can work anywhere in the world. Yeah,
exactly. And the type of stage that you have stage in each and every year of your school years in the school, and the type of stage that you get is standard. Like your formation is really, 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 really good. So you are like a really standard engineer.
Yeah, you get to have experience, like the real experience. Even before you work, you have the experience and you're well equipped.
Exactly. But then when you go to certain industries looking for stage, when you mention ERB, it's like, you know,
you're a good student.
Yeah, exactly. So now the disadvantages of this school. Firstly and foremostly, at this school you write your exams weekly. At other schools they write the exams at the end of every semester, but at ARB specifically you write exams every 2 weeks or weekly at the most. And that means you have 5, 6 or 7 times more stress compared to people at other schools. So you generally don't have time, you don't have a life outside school, and in order to make it, you really, really, really need to work extra hard. And then if you're going to be doing agronomy, you are doing a concours for each and like every single year. You are always in the concours system until your 5th and final year, which is rather stressful. And you have a minimum of 20 exams per year in the school, which is a lot. If you have rattrapages, that's a story for another day. But honestly speaking, the school takes up a lot of your time. So that's mainly the disadvantage of ERA.
Yeah, and the fact, and I think maybe that's why people think it's very complicated, because of the stress of the week. You'll still be learning, you'll be learning other things, but while you have another exam during the weekend, and it's kind of, you know, it's kind of somehow, but as you keep on going, you get used to it. Like the people who've managed to graduate from this school, meaning it's possible. Yeah, so I think we are at the end of the orientation right now. So just to encourage you guys, like if you invest in this, like invest into your studies and all that, you surely reap what you sow. You won't fail. I know there are many, you know, scary things, the people who didn't make it and the people who've made it, and we are here, we've made it, so you can make it too. You get, like, you can also make it. You just have to put in your own, and above all, you have to put God first. You put prayers before anything, and you'll make it. So we are looking forward to see you, whoever you are, whoever will choose this school. We're looking forward to see you, and we'll be here for you.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.